Oh, so he completely... Oh, that's... Okay, I was gonna say, that looked like a heart shot last episode. Hey, there he is, the Thicc Shota. All's well that ends well. Are we playing piano on those jokes? Hold up. What are we making down here? Alright, what type of abomination's gonna jump out at us? I mean, who would have thought spending 10 hours with a Thicc Shota would unironically save your life, but here we are. Make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribe if you're new around here, and Patreon so you catch my full live reactions. So, the past couple of episodes of 7th Prince, two very different experiences. Last week's episode, badass. Like, the animation, you literally have an ability called spinal threads. Like, if that's not a metal name, I don't know what is. And then with this latest episode, it's kind of like the aftermath of all the chaos. But they do a lot well in both of these episodes. And if I have one complaint, I have one complaint. It's not impossible to see that ghoul spirit thing come back, but they seemingly are making us believe he's dead. And what bugs me about that is the fact that the whole time they were fighting in the previous episode, I was like, this thing's so cool. Like, that could be my MC. And then they give it backstory, they give it dialogue, they humanize the beast. So when Lloyd's like, hey boss man, you're gonna come with me. I'm adopting you whether you like it or not. I thought to myself, hot damn. That's what I'm talking about. The thing's cool, has a cool ability, the personality seemed fun, and despite, you know, the allegiance to a douchebag, seemingly the allegiance was only there because it was the first person to ever slightly treat him okay. Lloyd, despite his crazy, psychotic nature, would probably treat him better. So I was really excited before the suicide bomb went off. And I mean, I guess if you look at the end of the latest episode, maybe all the test tubes and stuff is foreshadowing that maybe we can find it a new body and bring the spirit back with some holy magic. I don't know. Is it impossible? No, but it's definitely looking likely that, yeah, Spinal Threads was a one and done, and that breaks my heart, because that was a really cool design. The ability is probably one of the best, if not the best, that I've seen. The idea, because at first I was like, oh, that's really cool, you know, you're using threads to, you know, almost manipulate them like they're puppets. Like, that's the impression I got initially. No, literally spinal threads. And the idea, too, that then he was, like, turning it into, like, sharp blades on the ends of it to, like, I was like, okay, that's just cool as hell. And honestly, what's really cool about last week's episode is the fact that this is a common theme. No one's gonna deny that there's fan service for days, that there's fetishes for days in this show. No one should deny that. But one thing that's really great is, despite all that bullshit, the female cast is unironically, like, competent. They aren't required to be saved by Lloyd. Does Lloyd help a lot? Of course, because he's the overpowered MC, but the fact that they actually were kicking ass and taking names for a good part was something that I like about the show, and how they continuously give them purpose outside of just fawning over the Thicc Shota, which every time I say that, it's always funny because people get mad at me for that, and it's really, really humorous to me because if you know anything about me, I like the MILF characters. Like, that's what I'm into, the busty, older MILF characters. But if they're going to design him as a Thicc Shota, I'm going to meme it because it makes for good clicks. So this latest episode, though, so they ended the last episode with Babylon getting skewered. Now, I don't watch previews. If I'm already the only time I watch previews is for things I don't know anything about. So when a season first starts, yeah, I'll watch a trailer or two just to see if it looks for me. But if I'm already watching it, there's zero reason to look at trailers. You're just spoiling yourself. However, anime likes to hide scenes after the credits, so you do have to, you know, skip past it just to see. So unfortunately, I did see like 2 seconds of a scene in the trailer, and it looked very happy, so I was pretty sure he was going to be fine. Lo and behold, he was fine. Ain't gonna deny, though, pretty insane ability that he can almost like Mr. Fantastic, like move his shit around. Like, he pushed his whole ribcage and heart, so despite, because I was like, that does look like a heart skewer. Yeah, he pushed his heart away. But it is wild to think that Lloyd spent 10 hours healing him. Because if he didn't do that, he would have died. And honestly, I have to believe for Lloyd that was incredibly easy to do. Like, he was probably, like, sleeping while doing that. He's like, okay, I'm going to do some healing while I have a cat nap. Like, obviously, like, impressive, but that's probably just a normal afternoon for Lloyd at this point. I'm interested what they're going to do, though, because I was really sure the villain that old Spinal Threads was working with, I thought we were fighting him either this week or next week. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the end season fight, similar to how we had whatever his name was at the end of season 1, that we now have all his little minions working with us. So it'll be interesting because, like, we discover this hidden basement with a lot of experimentation, and despite the ominous look from Lloyd, I'm pretty sure this is his wet dream. Like, this is Christmas morning of experiment. Like, he's probably going to be going through notebooks being like, oh my god, like, this is so much information. We'll see what happens, but I doubt it's going to be bad. But I do appreciate how collectively everyone else is pretty scared. And the singer there, it feels like we're building into her overcoming a lot of insecurities and self-doubt. It's not going to happen overnight, but the fact that she wanted to go down there and everything, like, clearly we're trying to build her character into having more confidence, which will be good. Because despite the meme energy for most of the characters, I do appreciate that they actually do write people as people, even if they have a lot of gimmicks to them. Like, no one's going to deny Lloyd's sister coming in playing the pianos on her bazongas isn't just for sexual fan service. But at least that's not all those characters are. And as someone who likes both, give me the characterization, give me the funny fan service, I'm a happy camper in both worlds. But if you only like the characterization part, you know, at least you do have something to keep you there, even if you don't like all the things. Like, would I put longer pants on Lloyd? 100% I would. Will they put longer pants on Lloyd? No, they will not. And it's kind of funny when you think about it, because there's so many scenes where you can't help but just focus on his thighs because the subtitles are right there. They'll keep Lloyd's thighs just right there as you're trying to read the subtitles. And I'm like, these sick bastards know what they're doing. I don't know, man. It's been a good past couple of episodes. I couldn't cover last week because I was sick. I'm still sick, but I'm not deathly sick like I was last week. So I watched last week's episode yesterday, and it seriously, like, the production was insane. Like, one of the best episodes of the show. And I have a strong suspicion if we don't get a big epic fight next week, we will the following week. Mainly because I feel like the reveal of the underground bunker of experimentation is going to lead to more info, and then it will escalate after. But will I be surprised if one of those test tubes come alive and attack us? No. Like I said, I don't watch trailers, so maybe it gives away if something like that's going to happen. I don't watch them. That makes it more enjoyable for me. But either way, always remember, apparently if you spend 10 hours with a Thicc Shota, he'll save your life unironically. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like, share your support, subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, Patreon's where you catch my full live reactions and other exclusives like, hey, I give video shoutouts to all my patrons. Alright, so today we got original name here. Table, Brian Gonzalez, Cody Tiffany, Tiara's Grace, Torvac, Joseph Shirley, Andrew Lau, and we also have Niku. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. Y'all have a good one.